Good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. How are you? Good morning. I know there are those on the side of the world where it's morning this time. Good afternoon to those who are on the other side of the world. Good evening to those who it is evening wherever you are. How are you? I trust that you're well. I trust God has blessed you. I trust that you are good. Now, this morning, I've come to talk to you because you're my friends. And every time I talk to you, I know that you hear me, you listen to me, and I know that you hold my hand in support, and you always move together with me to see that something good has happened. I am concerned because of the economical status in our country. And the only part that I'm very, very concerned, there are so many areas where we are concerned economically, but my main and my main area and my main strength is in feeding. Those who have known me know that we have a very vibrant feeding program that happens in Korogocho slums, where we feed 500 kids every day. We've been saying we feed 500 kids every day, but trust you me right now, the number has blown up, the number has gone high. We've even lost count. I was telling a group of couples that visited me there in the feeding center that we have a register that we usually mark. As the kids flow in to come and eat, we mark the register, and we are able to tell, today we fed this number of kids, today we fed this number of kids. But nowadays we have lost count. They are flowing in big numbers, big and small. Some are coming even carrying their small babies on the back and carrying their extra plates. Some are carrying 3 or 4 dishes, so that when you serve them whatever they are eating there, they can have something to carry home. And maybe some have left their parents sickly at home, so they have left a very big need for food at home, so they eat and request you that you put little for them to carry and take home. This morning, as I was listening to the radio, my heart was crying. I heard of a story in a place called Molo. There are these 2 kids who are left at home, and then they felt that they can't bear the hunger anymore. They were so hungry. The big child saw 2 frogs, and then, being the big child, what he thought is that, why can't I slaughter the frogs and cook them? I know there are places where frogs are eaten, but I believe there's a process of how you prepare it so that it is good for consumption. I don't know how they did it or how it went, or I don't know whether there are some species of frogs that are eaten and some are not eaten. But now, as we are talking right now on this video, those kids are in hospital. They ate the frogs because they are hungry. Where I come from, and here in my country, we are not fond of eating frogs. I know there are places where they eat frogs, and I hear that the people saying that they are very nice. But in our country, we don't. We are not very famous with that. If you hear somebody eating frogs because of hunger, that one makes your heart cry. And that's why I'm coming to you. I know the government can only do that much. I know the government cannot reach everybody, and the government is trying where they can. But how about you and me? I always love saying what my mentor, Saint Mother Teresa, said. If you cannot feed 100, just feed 1. I love the simplicity in how my mentor, Saint Mother Teresa, used to do her charity work. May her soul forever rest in eternal peace. You know, she simplified charity work, because most of the times the biggest giant in the room is, how do I help? I only have 1 packet. I only have 2 packets. I only have a small bag of shopping. How do I help? But imagine, with that little that you can, I'm here to encourage you. A 1,000 miles journey starts with 1 step. If you and me can come together, we can feed 1. Even if you're not able to feed 100, we can feed 1. And so I'm here to encourage all of you. Why can't we come together? Why can't we come together as a family and just trust God, because I know you and me are blessed. We are also feeling the economical hits. We are also feeling the difficulty in this economical time. Food prices have blown up. Food prices have gone so high. Fuel prices have gone so high, not only in one place, not only in one country, in like all over the world. But trust you me, you and me can still do something. My heart is heavy because I know how it feels to be hungry. Myself, I've been in a situation where I had to bear with too much hunger. And that's why I'm so passionate about feeding a hungry child. And I want to come to you with this proposal. Very soon, sooner than you may think, maybe soon, like tomorrow, me and you are going to trust God to bless us, to feed one. And I'm coming to you with a program whereby each one shall feed one. My passion is in the slums. Right now, I'm active in Korogocho slums, and that is where I want to start this program. The program will roll out as soon as tomorrow. I want to bring you on board. And how the program will be running is, if you want to feed a family, I'll give my number here. If you want to feed a family, just call me or WhatsApp me and tell me, I want to feed one family. I want to cook for them ugali and vegetables. That budget, go and cook for them ugali and vegetables. You are going to call me and tell me, no, I want that family to eat meat today. Go and make them some nice meat stew with some accompaniments, and let them eat. Let them feel that day somebody was minding about them. That's the program that we are going to roll out. This feeding program will be mobile. I'll be moving house to house. As I cook, I will be letting you see how we are cooking from the start to the end. I will let you meet the family that you are cooking with. I will let you talk to them if possible. And you will have fed one family. With the little that you have, let's kick it. Let's kickstart it. Let's have it done. Let's start it. Personally, I know if I wait for a day when I can have not even a lorry of food, a full lorry packed with food, even a pickup, I can't afford to fill it with food. You know, even a car boot, a small car boot, I'm not able to fill it with a lot of food stuff to go and give to these hungry people. But I know maybe one day I can have one packet of rice. Another day I can have a packet of flour. Another day I can have 1 liter of cooking oil. And you know, and we make it as simple as that. So I'm here for those who are passionate to create an impact and to touch a life. If you feel that God has blessed you and you'd like to feed a family, I'll give you that platform. This platform will be so open, and it will be just for those that want to feed one family. I will let you be in touch with the family that you have fed. I will let you feel how things are on the ground. So it's a very, 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 very good program that you are looking forward to starting. As we feed these over 500 kids in our feeding center, daytime, we shall be moving, like every day we shall be allocating the family that you are going to feed. And that family that you are going to feed, we shall be allocating a menu for them. A very affordable menu. A menu that you suggest. If you feel you want them to eat chapati, you tell them, I want them to eat chapati, and we make chapati. If you feel you want them to eat githeri, you tell them you want them to eat githeri, and we prepare githeri with the family. Because people are hungry. People are dying of hunger. When somebody is hungry, you cannot be productive. You cannot be productive in school when a child is hungry. You cannot be productive at your place of work when you're hungry. You cannot be productive in your place of business when you're hungry. One thing that we may not know is that hunger is the biggest contributor to so many crimes that we see in the slums. Once a child is well fed, once a teenager is well fed, once a young person is well fed, they will not have a reason to go and commit the crimes there in the slum. Some of them commit those crimes because they are desperate. They are going out there to look for a meal. So they will snatch something to go and sell it and get a meal. They will do crazy things so that they can be able to get a meal. They will steal so that they can get a meal. So let me and you be the people to stop this crime caused because of hunger. Each one feed one. What menu would you like to cook for one family? I will help you identify the family. We shall be going door to door in the slums, getting the worst cases. You know, those people who are badly hit by this hunger. And we shall be blessing them. And I always believe in Proverbs 11:25. It says, he who refreshes others will themselves be refreshed. As we refresh those people in the slum, as we feed those families in the slum, trust you me, God is not blind to see. God is seeing, and God is the rewarder. As you shall be refreshing their lives, God shall refresh your life in a big, amazing way, in a way that maybe you even never imagined. So I'm calling on you. Please come and join me. I'm calling on not those who feel that they have too much. I want to encourage somebody that feel they have too little. Imagine if you gave 100 shillings, it can buy some vegetables. It can buy something to accompany that meal. And God in heaven will bless you. Because God does not bless you because you gave too much. God blesses you because the motive that you gave with was clean, pure, and acceptable before his throne of mercy. If you have too much, I'm also welcoming you. Because we are blessed in levels. We are blessed differently. I know there is somebody who is there that is able to say, I'm bringing a full pickup of food stuff. You know, I am a farmer. I'm going to harvest this season, and I'm going to bring you a lot of food stuff in a lorry. You know, I am a wholesaler. I'm going to send you to my shop to go and pick like 3 bales or 5 bales or 10 bales or 100 bales of unga. You know, we are a manufacturing company, and we can provide this kind of food. You know, I'm welcoming all of you. Those who can provide little and those who can provide much. There is always a room for everybody to touch a life. So each one, feed one. Coming soon. Loading like tomorrow. Are you going to support me? Talk to me. You can call me or text me or WhatsApp me on this number 0713 314 522. I'm gonna give it in having our country code, because maybe this video will be watched by people even beyond our nation. And so you start with the country code +254 713 314 522 +254 713 522. You can also email me directly. I will receive your email. I will respond to it. My email will be written here also. It is Gladys.kiamas@gmail.com. Kiamas is Kiamas. Gladys.kiamas@gmail.com. Call me, email me, talk to me. Be in the record of those that are out to touch a life. You will never have too much and then you feel, now I have too much, and you sit down and feel this is now too much, now I can be able to give. No. The sacrificial giving is always the best. You know, the one that you give and you're like, God, God, you know, I've not given out of abundance. You know, God, you know, I've given sacrificially. You know, God, you know, I want to stand with this family, but my status are like this, but still I will stand with them. My people are hungry. Hold my hand, each one feed one. I'm giving this platform to you. It's a platform for you to reach people that you're not able to reach physically, but I will let you meet them. On Saturday, our feeding program, we received a very good group of couples, husbands and wife, that have come together to do charity. And you know, they cooked for us a lot of food. A lot of food. The food was too much. What they cooked for us was too much. But I could not believe my eyes. Those kids ate, the food got finished, and we still had like 200 kids who went home without anything on their plate. We have served and served and served and served to the last bit. They were even fighting to get the soup that remained in the cooking pot. It was so painful to see like 200 kids going home hungry. We cooked porridge for them. You know, we even had to give half cup, so that we are able to give everybody. For the food, regardless of how much we wanted it to be served so that it can reach all the kids that were there, because there were too many. Actually, they even broke the table that we had put the cooking pot serving, because at some point when they came, when they realized the food is running out, they started pushing and fighting and trying. Everybody wants to get to where the serving point is so that they can get something little to put in the meal. I interacted with most of them, and more especially teenage boys. And you know, a teenage boy is telling you, I'm so happy that you gave us this porridge. I woke up in the morning so hungry with nothing to put in my mouth. How do you help such a child? And here we are, we have just given a cup of porridge, which has made this boy be so grateful. These children, when we keep them in the feeding center, like Saturday is a day they don't go to school. When they're in our center the entire day waiting for the meal, you can be assured they are not committing any crime, because they are safely there waiting for the meal to be cooked and be served. We also run a program that we feed the slum candidates, and these candidates, we feed them every year. They are sitting for the national exam. And the reason I started the feeding program for the candidates is because when I started my activities in the slum in the year 2016, I came across this school, and then the head teacher shared with us the story of how and the challenges of what the candidates are going through, and I was so touched. And you know, this head teacher told us, these candidates, when they go home, they have nothing to eat. They sleep hungry. So in the morning, they wake up, they also don't have a breakfast to take. They come to school hungry. They have slept hungry. They have woken up to nothing. They are going to the exam room to sit for their national exam. So this head teacher, what he used to do, he used to buy a lot of sugar and some cocoa. So he would instruct the women cooking, make that strong tea be very conch. Put a lot of sugar in that strong tea. And then with that too much sugar that is put in, the kids would drink that conch strong tea in the morning, early in the morning. And the assumption is this sugar will convert into energy and help these kids as they sit for their exam. You can imagine maybe when they're sitting for their first paper, they'll be a little bit energetic. The second paper, they start wearing out. The third paper, they are worn out completely. That one, automatically, without even saying it, it will resort to poor performance academically. So I told this head teacher, I want to come in with my friends. Usually me, I don't have resources of my own. I don't have some food put somewhere that I pick and take. But I know I have friends. I have good network of friends like you. So I told this head teacher, I will talk to my friends and we're going to feed these kids. And every year now, since the year 2017, at a time like now, I come to my friends like I have come to you. I request anybody who would like to feed a candidate in the slum and support them to sit for their national exam feeling well fed, you are most welcome. So I got these friends who come and they support the candidates feeding program. The national exam runs for 3 days. So for the 3 days, we make sure that early morning, immediately they step into the school compound, they find tea ready, bread ready, and boiled eggs. At 10 o'clock, after they do their first exam, the first break is at 10 o'clock. They find another tea and bread and with bananas. Lunchtime, they find good meal, good lunch with some fruits on it. I'm telling you, the kind of motivation I have seen with this feeding program for the candidates is out of this world. In the year 2019 was actually our best year because now the kids started feeling motivated. They're looking forward to the exam time. They know exam time, there is plenty of food. They'll be well fed. There'll be plenty of food, variety of food. They will eat well. They look forward to the exam time. In the year 2019, that school recorded something they had not recorded in their records for the longest time. Number one, there was no girl that did exams pregnant or married. In the slum, teen pregnancy is like this. It's too much. But 2019, as we walked the journey with these kids, we did motivational talks to them. We talked to them. We empowered them. We kept promising them they don't have to go and give themselves away so that they can be given something to eat. No girl did the national exam in 2019 pregnant or married. That was a big breakthrough for us. It was such a motivation even to our team. Secondly, that school recorded an improvement on their mean grade of 15 points. 15 points, an improvement of 15 points is quite good. It's quite good. And we look at that and you're like, wow. The little rice that we serve, the little tea that we serve is what has brought all this impact. We want to do it again and again and again. And so we have been doing it every year since 2017 to date. Right now, it's the month of October. National exam is done in the month of November here in our country. Every month of November, they sit for their national exam. And so I'm extending the invitation to you. We are now doing the preparations on how to do the feeding program for the 2022 candidates in the slum. If you want to come on board, you're most welcome. The number to call is +254 713 314 522. +254 713 314 522. The email you can reach me on is gladys.kiamas@gmail.com. I'm going to put it down there so that you get it correctly. God bless you. And remember, there is no too little to save a life. The little that you are seeing is little can be such a big blessing to somebody. We are coming to you, encouraging you, each one to feed one. God bless you. And I love you, my people. May God bless you and give you an overflow to share with these kids in the slum. You are blessed and I love you. See you in the next video where I shall be updating you on how this program is going on each one, feed one. And I will let you meet the families that we are feeding in the slum. You are blessed and stay blessed. Amen.
Iko total kwa mwanakufanya njaa. Hadi usiku. Asubuhi tutakunywa hadi chai. Hii tunaisaidia.
Wow. Karibu.
Mali tutakunywa show. Mega sina napata mkaa. Mimi tunaweza sema Mungu ashukuru tu first lady kwa hii wiki. Bado tuongezee. Na bado tuna baraka zijaje tatu. Mfuate. Na bado tumie. Ni mayu. Tunaenda kuchukua dance na bado mpate tu first lady sifa. Sasa tunaona YouTube. Ni tamu na bado ni tu manza. Sasa hiyo jina nimalizia tu manza na bado tunangoja tu lunch na mimi.
Wow, ehe.
Hapa lady tunakushukuru kutuletea hii uji. Hadi tulikuwa tukupe kimengi. Watu wengi wanabidi tu tusaidie, kuna wale wenye wana hofu. Sasa unaona tumekuja kukushukuru, umetusaidia kutuletea hiyo uji. Wewe ni mama wa sifa na Mungu ashukuriwe nawe.
Amen.
Na mikaka. Sisi tunakushukuru juu tulikuwa tukijaje. Tulikuwa tumetoka kiduni, tulikuwa njaa. Sasa tumekushukuru na Mungu akuzidishie.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Mama mzuri, atusaidia na uji. Hawa watoto wote kama si wewe, watoto wote wangekuwa hadi hapa, wangekuwa wamekujia chakula, wangekuwa tu wanalala manjaa. Sasa ninaweza kuambia asante kwa kila kitu yenye unatusaidia. Na Mungu akusaidie.
Amen.
Pia familia yako tunakuambia thanks sana.
Amen. Na wale wenye wanatupatianga hizi food tunawapikia tuwaambie aje?
Asante, mbarikiwe. Na bado mingi kabisa.
Wale wote wenye wanatupeanga vitu za kuwapikia, si ndio? So nikienda niwaambie aje? Tuambie umesema asanti. Na waje tena? Walete siku ingine. Na wale wenye wametuletea machapo leo kuna chapo. Amen. 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 Na watuletee mingi zaidi. Manjani mob. So njaa food zikuje mingi. Sawa. Hadi luku. Luku ni nguo. Hata manguo watuletee. Manguo za Disemba. Haya, sawa, nitawaambia.